Hey guys, what's up and welcome back. So today's video is episode 5 in my home refresh series. If you are brand new here or this is just like your first time tuning in a while, I have a new series going on my channel where we are refreshing my entire home. So we are going room by room and I am decorating, deep cleaning, organizing, decluttering, and painting. So it's not quite a home reno or a home remodel. We are definitely on a budget, but I just like to bring like a new breath of air, a fresh breath of air into a space. And yeah, I'm going to be doing that with painting and cleaning and decorating. So please consider subscribing if you're new. I would love to have you part of my little YouTube family. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you like it, so I know that you like it. So today's video, I am refreshing, or I am making over my fireplace. I am so excited. This is probably one of my favorite videos like on my channel, just because I hated that fireplace for so long and I am really happy with the result. So I just want to take you guys along for the ride and show you what I did. This project, for just the materials, like I already had paintbrushes and stuff, it was under $50. So if you do need paintbrushes, maybe it's gonna run you like 60 to 70, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's jump into it. I'm gonna walk you through step by step and show you what I did. So yeah, let's get started. So starting off, I am showing you what the fireplace looked like before. We have been in this house for 7 years and I have hated this fireplace for 7 years. It was a brick fireplace that I assume the previous homeowners painted, and they painted it this really weird kind of beige color. And then the ugly brass doors that are just, oh, it's too much for my little heart. They're so bad. So after doing a lot of research online and, just reading like endless mommy blogs about like great cheap ways to transform your fireplace, here we are. I am starting off by painting the fireplace. I'm painting the brick, and I am using a stucco, brick, and masonry paint by Behr. I just went to Home Depot and just grabbed the can right off the shelf. This is the color 280 in the satin finish. I don't know if you can have this paint tinted or not. I assume you can, but I don't know if you can. For me, I just wanted plain old white, so it worked for me. And like I said, really like not complicated at all. I just grabbed the bucket of paint right off the shelf and brought it home. I didn't have anything done to it. Overall, I don't have much to say about this paint. It's a pretty thick acrylic paint, but I really have no complaints. I did have to do 2 coats. I did the second coat off camera, so I'm just going to be showing you the first coat on camera. The only thing is that, like when you're painting an uneven surface like brick or stone, just sometimes that's hard to do with a roller because the roller doesn't get all of the spots, which is what you're seeing now. I did like all the edges, and then I just went over any spots that were peeking through with the brush. But overall, like I would say the roller did like 90% of it and I didn't have any issues. But I did have to go over with like a little angled brush, and then I did do all like the corners and angles with the brush as well. So as far as the paint goes, like I said, I really have no complaints. It did its job. It was easy to work with, and just kind of like a plain old paint, like there's really not much to say like about this process. This paint was $23.98. I want to give you guys all the prices. This was a really awesome cheap job. Like I said, materials cost me less than $50 to do this whole transformation, so I'm super excited about that. We are definitely on a budget. So I'm going to let some music play while I paint, and I will be back to show you what it looks like on day 2, and then we will be getting rid of that ugly brass. Made a map with all the stars, so you're not too far away from me. You're in light when it's my dark. I know this distance makes it hard for us to see. I've been waiting so long, I've been waiting so long.
up in the stars. Now I know I'm not too far away from you. I want you back inside my arms. This distance got me feeling so alone, it's true. I've been waiting so long, I've been waiting so long, just to see you. I've been sleeping alone, I don't wanna let go. I can't forget you. I'll be waiting, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for you. 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 Feel uninvited. Left your home in West LA. I'm not excited.
So here is the fireplace on the morning of day 2 after 2 coats and letting it dry overnight. You can see that it's really opaque and again, just a real good looking white paint. So as far as the brass doors go, the first thing I did was I took some sandpaper. This is a pretty fine grit sandpaper, and I'm going to be sanding all the brass. I did the best I could with like the handles and like the little knobs at the bottom. I just didn't go crazy. Like I just did my best to get them as well as I could. The paint I'm going to be using, like the back of the bottle, does say to sand all glossy finishes. But I was reading the reviews of that paint on Amazon. You can get this paint on Amazon. And people were saying that like they didn't read the back of the bottle and they just painted without sanding and said that they had good success. But I just wanted to be extra thorough and like follow the directions since I had never worked with anything like this before. So like I said, I did my best to like sand all the nooks and crannies. It definitely was hard, but you just get it done.
So uninspired. On my way to play the bay while you're alone. This girl's a wonder. She loves me, yeah, she needs to know I love her. I wonder if we'll make it through this summer. Just wanna touch like back when we were younger.
So after sanding is done, I am just going to be really quickly taping off the glass. I didn't tape anywhere around the fireplace and I didn't tape any of the black. I'm a pretty good painter now that I've painted like almost our entire house and I have like a pretty good attention to detail and like a steady hand. So I don't really have to worry too much about like messing up. It's just kind of like a skill that I've had to practice for years. If you guys want to be cautious, I definitely recommend that you do, it's always good to over tape than to not tape at all and get paint on the walls or, it's totally up to you guys. But for the actual paint, I'm going to be using the Rust-Oleum High Heat paint. It's a satin paint and it's just in black. I got this paint off Amazon and it was $11 for 8 ounces and I didn't use anywhere near 8 ounces. Honestly, I probably just used like 1 ounce. Obviously, if you're doing a fireplace, like if you're doing your doors and your doors have way more brass on them than these do, you'll use more. But I didn't even use like half the can. Like I said, I think I used probably 1 ounce of it. So as far as this paint goes, I have to be honest, it's definitely a tricky paint. And it definitely takes like a real attention to detail and really just like taking your time and being patient. It's a very runny paint. So this is not like a thick acrylic paint. This is like just slightly more thicker than water. This is a really, really thin paint. And I definitely don't recommend using a brush. What I'm using is like a little tiny foam brush. I'll have them linked down below in the description box. I got like this foam brush set from Amazon. It was super cheap. Like I think it was less than $10, and I got like 8 brushes. um, I'm going to talk about some of the issues in my outro in a little bit of the issues that I had with this paint. I did have to use like a mixture of like a stippling motion and like a regular like brushing it on motion. This paint streaks really, really easily, which you guys will see in my outro in just a little bit. And I feel like if you were to use a brush with bristles, that would make it 10 times worse. Definitely read the Amazon reviews for this. Like I said, I'll have it linked in the description. I got a lot of useful like tips and tricks from like just reading the Amazon reviews. That's where I actually read to use a foam brush rather than using bristles. And like I said, it turned out to be a great tip. um, yeah, the other thing that I would say that's like not a bad thing, but this paint really smells really, really bad. I definitely wouldn't recommend this paint if you are like super sensitive to smells or if you're pregnant, I wouldn't use this. It smells like a Sharpie pen or like a Sharpie marker, like times 10. So, like I had all the windows open, and it's just a really, really strong smelling paint. Overall, though, I really like how it covered. I did have to do 2 coats. Again, I did like the second coat off camera. Um, I was really nervous about painting like the knobs and the handles, and honestly, it was fairly easy. Like the paint covered really well, and I didn't have too many issues with it. So, yeah, those are kind of like my tips and tricks for this paint. I am going to talk about it in my outro in just a little, like just 30 seconds. Hang on. But yeah, I'm gonna let myself finish painting. My camera did shut off because I ran out of space, but you guys see the majority of me doing the brass. Like I said, I did do 2 coats. The second one was done off camera. And definitely check the description box. If I missed anything, I will make sure to leave you with more tips and tricks.
Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more.
All right, guys, so we are about 18 hours. It hasn't been 24. It's been about 18 for like since I finished the fireplace. So I just want to give you an idea of what it's looking like right now. I don't see any issues with the paint. The paint like was nice and opaque. I didn't have any issues. I did do 2 coats. Ignore both sides of the fireplace and ignore the ceiling. That's all going to be painted as well, so make sure you're subscribed. But for right now, I just wanted to show you what the fireplace looks like after everything's dry. I do have a couple questions for you guys. Do you think I should, actually really only one question, do you think I should paint the stone? So I have washed and scrubbed this stone 100 times, and this is just what it looks like. This is clean. This is just how it is. The top is a little bit better. It's not as yucky. But I don't know. I like the contrast. Like the whole theme for this downstairs that we're going to be doing is like a black and white aesthetic. And I just feel like the stone looks yucky. Chris said it's fine. Everybody that I've been asking says to leave it. But I was thinking about maybe just painting the top one white and leaving the bottom one. I would love to know what you guys think. And I want to give you an up close on what the doors look like. So my only complaint with this paint, like the high heat paint, is that when you get up close, you can see all the imperfections of like my brush strokes or like those foam strokes. From far away, like you can't tell at all. Like again, to back up. Oh, that's my dehumidifier. Hold on, I need to shut that off. So yeah, from far away, you can't really tell that I'm struggling with this. But up close, you can tell that there is some imperfections there. Honestly, guys, like, I am not a professional painter. Like, I've never done this before, and honestly, I'm just not a perfectionist. That doesn't bother me, but I do like to be like transparent and give you guys honest reviews in case that is something that like would bother you. I think this looks spectacular. I am so excited to have the black and white aesthetic like coming to life. Like I said, definitely watch out for further videos because the whole rest of this like surrounding area is going to get painted and the trim and everything. But for right now, I just want to show you the fireplace. So let me know what you guys think. I'm open to feedback. I'd love to know how you think I should decorate it. I am going to be decorating seasonally, but I hope you guys enjoyed the transformation. Alright guys, so that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm super excited to share this transformation with you. I will have everything that I used down in the description box. I will try to link it for you, but I am going to also just do my best to try to answer every single question I get in the comment section. If I missed anything, just read the description box. If I missed anything, I will put it in there. But yeah, even see like right now you can see kind of the imperfections in the light, but I have my studio lights on right now. I'm like, I don't use studio lights as like my primary lighting. Like you're not, like you wouldn't see this like with regular lighting. Like I said, I just have like my big softbox set up right now. So just like to be honest with you guys, but yeah, I'm really happy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being a part of like this series. I'm really happy to share it with you. So I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.